Hi, Emily from CURRENTBODY here. I have some advice for all you Clarisonic users on how to get the most out of your beloved Clarisonic. And this is mainly to do with changing the speeds for your skin's differing needs and making sure that you're really using your device to the full. I'm going to start off with the Mere 2, and this is the deep pore version, so it's got the lovely little buttons. So when you first use the device, I'd recommend to use it on the delicate cleanse, which is the lowest level setting. So this is the Mere 2, it has 2 settings. When you switch it on, you get a little smiley face light up at the bottom, and that is delicate cleanse, and as I said, that's what I recommend you would start off with, perhaps the first 2 weeks while your face becomes used to using the device. Now, most of our users tend to move on to universal cleanse. So in order to do that, you just press the button at the top and it changes onto a higher setting, and you get that little sort of upside down smiley face on the top there, and you know you're using it on the higher setting then. Universal is what most users tend to set for, people who are using it kind of 4 to 5 times a week, who wear a sort of average amount of makeup. That's what the Mere 2 is great for. Now, if we move on to the Aria, this is what I use every day because I really like having the 3rd speed setting. So again, you switch it on using the central button. You've got your smiley face for delicate cleanse. You can move on by pressing the top button to universal cleanse, and it lights up in the middle. And you can move on one more time to the top level. That's powerful cleanse, and that really is for, say if you've had a busy day, you've been in London or something like that, and you've been around a lot of pollution, maybe been on the bus, that sort of thing, and you can feel that kind of level of grime on your skin and you really want to get a good clean. That's when I'd recommend to use powerful cleanse, and I tend to do that about once a week. And I use my deep pore brush head to give a really deep, thorough cleanse. That's also the level I'd recommend to use if you have worn a lot of makeup and you really want to clear it. Now, another little trick that a lot of people don't know about with the Aria and with the Plus is that you can actually move the tea timer on. Now, all 3 of the devices have a tea timer built in. So once you start the device, you've got 20 seconds to work on your forehead, 20 seconds on your nose and chin, 10 and 10 on each cheek, and the device is really clever, and it pauses and gives a little vibration to tell you when to move on to each section. Now, with the Aria and the Plus, they cleverly built in that you can actually change that to 2 minutes. So in order to do that, you hold down the top button on the Aria and you get a beep beep, and that means you know you're onto a longer cycle, so it keeps going. Now, actually, let me just show you something that's great about the Aria. Can you see I've got a tiny little red light there? It's a bit hard to see because the device is pink. That red light is telling me that I need to charge my device. 3 cycles before you need to charge it, it gives you an amber light. So you get 3 lots of amber warning until it moves on to red, and it said, this is your last go, please charge me. So that's a really nifty little feature, I think. Now, the Plus, you can also change really easily to do a 2-minute cycle as well, and you simply hold the largest button down there to do that. And the Plus is great. It's got 4 little lights on the back which show you a couple of things. Now, one is the level that you're on, and also if you pause in the middle of a treatment, in the middle of your cycle, it does actually give you the chance to come back again, and to show you it's doing that, it gives you 4 ascending lights to say I'm still on pause, I'm still on pause. It's very clever, and this does also give you warning when you need to charge it. So you may have heard when I first put that on, it gave me 3 descending beeps, do do do, and that's telling me charge me. These are very clever little devices, and there are some great ways of personalising them to your skincare regime, which for me is one of the best things about having a Clarisonic, and especially having the Aria with the 3 speeds. I really can tailor my skincare routine. At different times of year my skin needs different things, and therefore I can sort of change it with this. One thing I'm doing with my Aria at the moment, which I love, is sort of a really quick facial, an at-home facial. So I put it onto the top level of cleanse, and I give myself a really good, powerful 2-minute cleanse using the 2-minute tea timer, just using my ordinary gel foaming Clarisonic cleansing wash that I use. Then after that, I apply a facial mask. I've got a great mud mask that I use at the moment, and then I leave that on for 15 minutes or so. depending on how much time I have. And then I go back down to the universal speed and I remove it using my Clarisonic. And honestly, that is like a fantastic facial. It's really good, and I'm doing that about once a week, maybe once every week and a half at the moment, just to really sort of get my skin ready for summer and just to really clear all those pores and make myself look as gleaming as I can. So I hope those tips have helped you a little bit. If you have any other ones that I've missed, please do put them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.